Two utility set from compLexity, but they didn't do the broom stack, and then 5 armor, no kit, no smoke, no nades from G2 at all, and they did a porch stack. This looks like it might be like a Mantis strat, or was that an audible? Going through that porch smoke into G2's pistol stack there. That's a pretty good audible decision if that was, if they, it seemed like they wanted to go arch at the start, but once they're like, wait, they got USPs on the other side of the smoke, let's just jump through. How many bullets do they have? Like, are they going to rip all of our heads off? So that's a good mid-round decision, just like the audible, just like, let's just go porch, jump at them.
Not really sure how G2 was winning this round without just like 5 headshots without a kit. Like, probably should have a kit, particularly like if you think about how often people just go B on pistol and how unlikely it is that the 2 people there kill all 5.
I feel like Inferno pistol rounds are the weirdest, just because like you have to take such a weird gamble as a CT. You're either stacking A or playing it very light, or you're peeking mid, or you're pushing mid, or you're peeking B, or you're pushing B. There's no like, you can't just like do like a 2-1-2 type of thing, because you're just gonna lose every time. So it's very like gambly, and you just take any sort of gamble, and then you just hope it pays off. You hope that the T's just fall into your trap.
I mean, it's close enough that you can play long distances, right? Like, there's no safe angles with a USP where you just hold and pop people.
I like this buy from the CTs. I like just, it would be a little bit better, I think, if you got like helmets on 2 more guys, and instead of getting deagles, you get like P250 smoke. But I like the fact that they all have a smoke and they're going to use them defensively. And then they all have pistols and armor, because they know compLexity is going to probably have SMGs. You can't just, you're not going to get all Galils type of thing. You're not going to have any utility. So if they got helmets here.
Head armor would have been really useful against the SMGs.
But I like this type of buy on a map like Inferno.
Time to start dropping the smokes.
Yeah, I mean, especially the fact that it's gone a minute and they haven't used the smoke yet.
Wow.
Ooh. 1-for-1's not terrible, and they got the mid smoke down, and there's a minute left on the clock. So that mid smoke's clearing at 40 seconds.
The issue here is that the fact that they actually used 4 of their smokes within the span of 10 seconds.
How did that happen? Or did they
probably
smoke
smoke
at the same time?
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
Yeah, there's too many smokes used at once.
Yeah.
compLexity is just going to do a little bit of like a B pressure fake, and then they're going to end up hitting A. And the trick behind this is to stay extremely quiet at A, or not show that they have more than 1 person there. And here comes the regroup towards A. Probably going to, they're going to get a motive smoke in there. And they're going to do a pinch from porch, and it looks like 2 guys hulls.
So given the fact that, nice shot for Shocks. So given the fact that there's not, any more utility on the side of G2, should they just stack up all 4 on one side to increase their odds? I
think when you're in a sort of situation like this, you have to take a risk and just put maybe 3-1. At like the worst case scenario, if you split up 2-2 and they go into either
side, you're losing.
Yeah, you're gonna lose. You're not gonna win if you split up and play standard like that.
Yeah.
So 3-1, maybe you just do a 4-man gamble stack at that point.
3-1's probably the best, so you can show some presence on the other side.
And then the trick behind that is if you do like a 3-1 and they go to the site with 1, then your job isn't necessarily to win that round, but it's
exits.
Get exit kills. Make it as expensive for compLexity as possible. So they're going to win the round, but they're going to have 1 person alive maybe, or no one alive, and they have to fully rebuy every little thing. And right now they've bought down to $0. So if they win the round, they get $32.50 plus the kill reward. That means that they have to get SMGs again. And G2 is going to have rifles in the following round against the SMGs unless compLexity buys up.
That's why you should just stack A in those rounds, because if you plant A, then you're going to stay in pit. You can stay alive. So you stack A 3-1, and then just kill, get exits, set up your savior. Also save your armor and pistol for the next round.
So potentially some damage possibly being done by body, though, in this round with the save UMP.
He's going to get popped out. Yep, there he goes. Shox has another flash, though. He's going to re-pop flash through the smoke, I think. Did they do their own main smoke and pop through
it? Like when when you molly corner at B, he was waiting for that molly right behind it, and he instantly smoked it and got flashed through. Yeah. So, like, it's just unfortunate. I think he wasn't blind.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So it didn't quite go as planned in this round for G2.
No, not quite.
But to be expected in some fashion, obviously, with the investment there. Smith's pretty much just hoping to find a lucky connection somewhere. Very likely that he's going to be able to find a weapon on this.
He'd be lucky to get a kill, but I think a kill would be huge.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much the best chance he has, walking through smoke, seeing if he can catch someone off guard.
Yep.
Kenny S with 1-up, and it's only going to be a 1-up set from G2. And the SMGs from compLexity, are they going to upgrade those, or are they going to keep it?
I think it's greedy to... I think it's a little bit over the edge to keep it. But I guess it depends as well what kind of position you play. Obviously, again, if you're playing close quarters, then yeah, it could work. But if you're like playing banana, just holding on to that MP5 seems a little bit...
Well, I think it depends mostly on the call, because there's like if you're doing a pretty quick, like explosion somewhere, then you can run with an SMG. The problem is like if you're doing something slow, even if your plan is to go do something where that works, if you have to change mid round, all of a sudden that SMG can just be really bad for you. Yeah. One thing for G2 is like they still get basically almost full equipment, even though they bought partially in the second round because of the new economy.
Yeah. And G2 actually got helmets on 3 of their players, expecting multiple SMGs from compLexity. Opening pick. That was from boiler window to the bridge.
From window to bridge. Really aggressive.
And of course, with that man advantage, he wants to get another kill. So,
of course, as you do.
Also known as throwing away your advantage. Because I'm going to go back and grab that AK though on the bridge and upgrade that from the MP5, which I think is inferior to the MP7. I switch back to the MP7.
MP5 sprays are
nostalgia lasted just about a week.
I was so excited for it, and I started using it as soon as it came out, but then I'm just like, wait, no, this is terrible. Ooh, they're going to fake the mid control and then go straight back into B hit and let one guy just lurk here for the rotate kills.
Rotating out.
Yeah, Kenny's really reacting to that one molly.
Well, they're really rotating for this. Now it's all existence.
Is he going to peek that? Wow.
Ooh.
I thought he got the second one first.
I thought he found 2, yeah.
Whose smoke is that?
I think they missed the CT smoke.
That's terrible.
How
do you let that happen?
That's not a smoke you miss often. You don't see that every day.
Wow.
Good for you.
Don't be so harsh, Josh.
No, that's
terrible.
a hard
I'm
smoke.
sorry. That's a hard smoke.
No, that's terrible. That's completely like not even close to being acceptable.
You got blocked throwing it.
Probably.
Maybe like threw it at a teammate, something like that.
Hey, I got blocked doing a molly today. I think it was by you.
No.
Yeah.
Was it?
Out train. Yeah, I went to go molly mid, and then you like bumped into me. I'm like, oh god, and it went into Z. And that was around Kenny was doing an aggressive play, and I'm like, I will fast rotate back to inner after our molly mid, and the molly bounces off the bump train into Z. I'm like, I can't rotate, and he kills one upper, so I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be an inner hit. I'm like so delayed. What?
Did we lose that round?
No, I think we won it. There were very little CT rounds that we lost, I think.
Oh, we take those.
Totally planned.
Last bullet, of course, of the blind spray.
Must be nice.
That might be the biggest change in the new economy. It's like you can kind of force buy in the second, you get a full buy on the first gun round, and if you win that, all of a sudden the T's don't have a lot of money because you could force buy in the second, so you could theoretically do a lot of damage to their economy. It's like right now, it looks like compLexity is going to lose this round. In that case, they're just going to be completely flat out broke.
But see, this is a surprising thing to me, right? Because we've seen so much of this not being the case in terms of what people decide to do, or the teams decide to do in terms of buying up. So many are trigger happy to go for that buy in the third round.
I actually.
Why Kenny S? You have a 4
Oh,
fucking
they're not going to lose.
Sorry, I'm allowed to swear. I don't even know.
Yeah, you can
go
swear.
for it, Josh.
I think that's worth swearing at. That was so dumb.
Holy
that was
shit.
so dumb.
I'm fucking triggered.
See, the thing is, like, when I see that kind of stuff, like, people can't just stop talking about G2 as, like, the smart tactical team. Yeah. Smart tactical team does not, like, you'll never see Astralis do
acceptable.
That. Device is never in that position.
Like, at this angle, okay. Like, the right angle that Stanislav was just holding there, that's okay, because you have...
If you miss,
you fall. If you get flashed, you can fall. But on the hay cart, like, where are you going to go if you miss a shot or if you get flashed? Like, holy crap, I'm actually mad about that.
so you don't miss
You
Josh.
would have been happy, though, if they lost the round.
I probably would have been.
No, my favorite is when he still gets the op back.
Yeah.
Like, if you lose that round, at least, like, you know, might learn a little, like, oh, I know I don't have my op because I played like a moron.
Yeah.
But then he gets it back, he's like, oh, that was fine. Next time I'll hit the
Yeah.
shot.
Didn't do it.
But the thing is, he's going to do it again. He hasn't changed. This is how he's always played, because he used to be able to get away with crap like that unpunished. But now people are able to just punish people for that.
Well, I mean, I've always heard that Kenny's one of those guys who just like doesn't really play CS. You know, like he just plays scrims, doesn't really pug or anything.
I don't really pug all that much either. I play scrims and matches mainly.
Well, you watch like demos, like.
Well, also, you know, like I feel like the French
I watch
teams,
our demos
Right.
or demos against teams that we're playing at a tournament if it's like the next day or something.
I think the French teams never practice that much, though. I think that's the difference.
I feel like he was really good at a time where not many people had salaries, so people weren't like playing 8 hours a day type of thing.
He's very talented, clearly. Just like now that there's more people putting in work, it's easier to, you know, match talent by hard work.
I feel like he has a really high-risk style of playing, and I feel like he gets punished for his mistakes more regularly now.
Talking about getting punished.
Android has a really good deagle.
I mean, you also consider the fact that the op nerf didn't really do Kenny S.
Ooh, this is good. I like this play.
Inferno.
This
He
takes
did not
balls,
hear that.
and he's doing it because he's on an eco.
Yep.
But running through that molly, tanking it, and getting into this position puts his team in the best situation possible. He might even go for this knife kill.
That's huge.
He's actually he's going to make sure that there's no one else around. He gets the knife kill. He's going to get the op. But he's waiting for his teammate. No, he's waiting for his teammate to get the bomb and waiting for the next play because his teammate can't go anywhere. So if his teammate wants to go, okay, he's coming up mid. Here we go. Here's the initiation. This guy's going to look over at library. Nope.
Dream's dead.
But I mean,
Really-
still, like
really
he could
well
save
played.
this off,
Yeah.
or he could just throw it off the map, so G2 can't retrieve it. They have to rebuy it.
That's what he should have done. They should have thrown the op away. That was really smart play, though. Like going through the molly and then waiting, giving his teammate the best possible chance.
So he just got himself op money, first of all, for his teammate. They're actually double up right now, T-side Inferno. This is something that you very rarely see.
There's a reason for that.
One's going to go B and one's going to go mid or halls.
Yeah, but
You think it's a tilt
I mean,
buy?
as a
Or
reason,
you
like,
think
you
it's a
don't
misbuy?
see
they've
it.
done this before, but I'm just saying there's a reason why good teams don't go double up on T side.
It's hard to be able, like, if the CTs play really passive and don't offer picks, it's very hard to
It's hard to make
like
one.
get into A if you have two ops. You're like, okay, like how are you gonna do trades and stuff?
I mean, I love rushing A apps with an op first.
It's really strong, and very few teams actually do it.
It's the greatest. All right, Buddy's gonna find death through the smoke. So it goes from bad to worse. Obviously, this is a pretty significant investment as well for compLexity. They need to get something for it. I'm actually surprised. Like, so one thing is the fact that they decided to go for the double up this early into the game instead of just having this be, 5 rounds from now where they actually decide that.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't
they
had
only
something
lost
work.
2 gun rounds.
Yeah, exactly. So it feels like it's early to bust that kind of thing out.
I agree. I mean, you should ideally have more faith in like whatever you're normally running.
Yeah.
Oh, they had the other opposite end of halls, and since Shazam died mid, he did not expect that.
Yeah.
Just peeked Moto into him.
All right, Shaxx is going to get at least 1 kill. This time it's Android being the attackee.
It's so weird being in those situations. Like, you're just like, don't peek, don't peek, don't peek. He's walked up. He doesn't know I'm here. I don't know what accent that was, but you're just like freaking out, hoping that your teammate doesn't just like peek out library, going for the kill, and he gets killed. Yeah.
Actually, I think coL would have had a really good chance to win this round if Ye didn't stay there out throwing the smoke. He just went behind the corner to drop the smoke.
All right, so G2 4 rounds in a row.
coL had really good T sides throughout the major, right? When they won the Inferno again. So I feel like they mostly won T side
I think
rounds.
they could still buy here.
They
with
pretty
the,
much just
bomb
won
plan
every round. They
and
were
the loss
dominating
bonus.
people on Inferno.
Yeah, they were owning.
They have loss bonus and they have a bomb plant, so they're going to be able to buy again here. Lexi, that is, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, their money's not great, though, for nades.
Have we seen them do a fast play? Because it feels like Kenny S is just going to go for like an aggressive arch pick again. It seems like it could be really easy just to overrun him.
Timeout.
Yeah, compLexity talking things through.
They're really light on nades. They can't really contest banana early, so it might be like an early play towards A or Hulls, like a Hulls pop. Or they're going to do a late retake of banana and try to do like a B hit after like a minute, you retake banana and then try to do that.
I mean, this is the round where like G2 should just not give picks, and they're basically good.
Oh, they tried the run boost. Would have been nice.
So I got nades, so we could give resistance at banana, but it looks like they're just going to go towards A now. They've already set up in holes, and they gave that little bit of resistance towards
He already
banana,
has all the
and now
information, though.
And Kenny's going to go for this pick.
Oh.
Yep. He gets punished. Smith is hiding in cubby, so his teammate's all alone on the site. Here's the fast play towards A. He gets
this round
traded out, and this is like probably like the... I feel like this was pretty obvious that compLexity was going to try to do something like this with their money.
Yeah, because they couldn't run like a proper execute, so default.
Yeah.
Well, they even knew, because after all those nades stand through banana, they got the info right back like instantly.
Yeah, I don't know why Kenny S was going for so much info.
That was the problem, because he was playing too aggressive. Like, you know, if they don't have a lot of nades, just make sure you don't give them picks.
Yep.
Yeah. Then they have to execute somehow on you.
Like they have to, like if you hold that crack on mid with an op, they have to smoke you off or something, right?
Yeah, they can't molly him out. They can't really smoke him out, so he just gets free kills. But instead, he plays too aggressively, and then he's the one who has to repeat.
That's like a prime example of like what I was talking about before the game, of just Kenny S just going too aggressive and making a mistake, getting punished for it, and now look what happens to their team. They have to take attack pause because like, okay, like what do we do now? And obviously they're gonna buy because they have $7,600 in body. He's obviously gonna buy an op and drop it to Kenny S because that's what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna end up with a shit gun, and Kenny S is gonna be able to get another kill or something, so he doesn't look as bad. And when they lose the game, they're gonna be like, well, Kenny S had kills. Where was existence in Smith's kills? Well, they had to use shit guns because Kenny S died with an op and they had to like force buy. Was that too much?
It's a lot of anger.
Fair assessment.
It's good. It's good.
It's like if you have something on your heart, Josh.
Shock's at 11-4. He's
body
really
drops
playing
the op
well.
to Kenny S. What guns he can end up with? Oh, he has an M4 from someone else. So what does Smith end up with? Okay, Nova
Shocks
on
and Smith.
two people with shotguns and a UMP.
Setup.
But it's okay because Kenny S has an op. So if he gets his 1 or 2 kills this round, then he doesn't look like he's the reason that they lost the game. Even though that was probably like one of the most important rounds for GT to win of this half.
Yeah.
Context.
Because otherwise they'd have, money control going forward.
Yeah. Oh, look, he got his 1 pick. Is he going to go aggressive again for another pick?
They saw Actually, two pushing holes, so they're going to take B now as soon as the molly goes out.
Yeah. Actually, G2's staying in this hole setup as well.
That's weird. They should have.
Where's this? What? That's a CT
smoke.
They just didn't throw in. This didn't.
What the hell?
They literally just did not even throw a smoke there at CT.
They still have a smoke. Shazam still has a smoke.
You know what the weird thing is? I think compLexity's still going to win this round. I really do.
Op on.
Don't believe in the Nova retake.
It's very much possible.
Op on triple is so.
Is
that's
Andrew
going to
flash him? Oh, he's flashing for himself. What? Gets ripped. Shazam still triple. He's going to watch spawn. Shazam gets the next. Yeah, like Andrew's going to get this one. And then Shazam. Yeah, there's a smoke there.
Well, Smith is not winning with the Nova.
Yeah, shoot him, Shazam.
I'm expecting to be, don't shoot.
Was that him too?
No, that was Sempis. Envy Sempis.
The man, the myth.
Well, 3 kills for Kenny, but adds no value.
Actually, those kills were pretty high impact. The first one wasn't, but those last 2 were pretty high impact because compLexity has to do a full rebuy. Having said that, it's 10th round, and they're in a pretty decent spot at the moment.
G2 has no money, so...
Yeah, so they're going to have to force buy shotguns behind this, and they're going to get baited into buying, and they're going to buy it into basically nothing.
I feel like now it's the time for Kenny.
If G2 loses this round, then they're going to have to do like a save. So it's basically a string of rounds just from that one mistake against the round prior, right? Oh, they're going to actually save here and just try to make the op work for as many kills as possible. That's interesting. That takes a lot of composure and discipline to just be like, okay, yeah, let's just chill. Just do one more peek, dude. Just go for one more. What could go wrong?
Well, they do have a lot of players in B, but maybe if they don't smoke spawn again, maybe there's a chance.
What if they found like a sick lineup that makes the spawn smoke land really quick and bloom, and then they just keep missing it? Because usually the normal one people do, it takes a long time traveling through the air, then it bounces a few times, and then it blooms finally, so it takes like 6 seconds.
You're saying too much.
By the way, How do coL have like almost no utility left? All they've done is like peaked in banana. They've used basically everything.
Having scrimmed them, the way they like to take banana is really utility heavy. Like they like if you're gonna fight it, you're probably gonna get jacked by a few HEs along with the normal molly.
And they saw the boost, right? So they probably use like a little more like flashes, maybe another molly.
Well,
here comes the Hall's pod.
There it is.
Peek again. The up's not important.
Don't save the up.
It's funny because he could have gone into like that spawn arch and just like,
yep.
Okay, complexity. They know I have an op, so I'm just gonna chill here, and they're gonna either run to chase me, in which case I'm gonna get the kills, and then maybe an opportunity to defuse, or they're not gonna chase me, in which case I can keep my op into the next round when we're buying up anyways. But now instead, I'm gonna lose the op, and we're not gonna be able to afford one next round anyways. Or what's the round last one? It might be 3,000. Or sorry, yeah, get the shotgun, get the 900 bucks for the kill.
Yeah.
So he can glass cannon.
So has one.
It's just stupid. Like, why?
And look at their
like,
money.
You've lost
and
the
look
site.
At their money.
Yeah, it's like you've lost the site. Why are you going for another kill?
I feel like when you're playing a high level of CS, not only are you hitting shots, but your decisions are considering all those things. Like, what is my team's money? Right? Like, if you're playing this situation like this, where it's like probably not going to win the round, if you're not considering your team's money, that's at best irresponsible.
I mean, you have to be considering, you know, all the variables.
But it didn't seem like it.
Oh, he definitely isn't. But like, you should be.
I think that's like one of the things that holds
I'm just
G2
trying to be negative.
G2 back as a team. That holds Kenny S as a player back. It does, like, everyone will hype him up for like how good he is at getting a flick shot or something, and like, yeah, okay, he can do sick flicks, but he would be so much better of a player if he just had that discipline just to not be a jackass.
By the way, that's why it's so funny when people say, you know, like, Device isn't as skilled as, like, say, like, Simple or, you know, Kenny S or whatever.
Device doesn't make mistakes.
Like, he doesn't make mistakes. Like, he doesn't go for like the dumb repeat. So people are like, oh, you know, he's so passive, he just can't do it.
Yeah,
well,
it's
he
not
doesn't
it's
give
not
the free
entertaining
deaths away.
to watch. You're not like oohing and awing, and it's like this.
The highlight clips.
Yeah, it's great though. I think it.
Who was the Ravens QB when they won the Super Bowl?
That's a James question right there.
They got super paid next year, and then they
the really tall guy with the brown hair.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah. It's like that entire playoffs, like he would always have like a Hail Mary, like 70-yard touchdown pass to get him through. That's like, you know, that's like the Kenny S. Bull case. Like everything goes your way. Just look like the sickest player. By the way, no one's heard of Joe Flacco since then.
This is an interesting setup.
He's got a
G2.
great jawline.
They're doing like a. They know that Complexity is going to use nades if they want to take mid, and right now Complexity is going straight into a B 3-man stack. I felt like their positions could have been better there. Like he's just jumping through wildly.
Yeah, he didn't even have a flash.
Complexity didn't even smoke spawn again on that.
It was, but they went when it faded.
Oh.
It's impressive.
Yeah, because Existence came through the smoke, but it just disappeared right after.
Dude, if we go as it fades, I bet you we catch the timing because they don't think we'll do it.
I bet he's going through. Why do you even go through it?
Makes it
literally
can you get the flash?
Nice.
Dude, there's one triple dead. Nice, guys.
One coffin. Dead. Nice.
Dude, all right, well, we can hunt maybe a little bit, but our money isn't that great, so let's just chill. I have spawn. I cleared back call. Somebody's stay near. Dude, stay near the bomb.
So screaming at each other.
He's on it.
Come on, man.
It's a good
those are our comms.
I love how we could bring it back to that. It was 4-3.
Yep.
And Complexity had a crap buy, and Kenny S just like,
I'm just going to go pick mid here.
If you want to throw up at any point in time in the next few hours, you should listen to our comms when we get stressed out tonight. It was funny because we had that, like, everyone had good energy in that they wanted to calm, but sometimes it
just wasn't cock.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was, like, chaotic.
Yeah.
So.
People don't know our acronyms.
See how they use the op that they salvaged from last round. Oh, I feel like he could have timing that guy.
Oh, he's going to repeak, don't worry.
Oh, he's repeaking.
Why are you showing it's here?
Because he's going to instantly rotate off. But hey, you just shot the op there. Why do you need that info?
Oh, oof. Oh.
He jumped
I
into
can't
that
believe
one.
he got away.
Imagine he dies because of the molly.
Have you ever had that happen where like an HE nade like makes you just post, like you can't move?
Bruh. The worst is when smokes hit you and it hits. Like I've been hit twice by the same smoke.
Oh.
Like it initially hits you and then it like
it hits
sticks
you,
you and
yeah.
then
You're
you're
like,
just, like it's like 3 seconds later and then you have like that recovery, like running recovery.
Yeah.
So you're not like running full speed right away. You could, like,
And then an
it's like you're
MP9
crawling.
swings bottom connector smoke.
You don't have time to fall.
He's
How
out.
do you explain that?
God, man, I thought you were flash dodge.
Ooh, Shocks with a deagle graveyard. That's at least 2 kills.
Must be nice.
He's got to not take first contact.
And yes, is gonna push portrait.
He's got to not take first contact. I don't see Stan committing to this A-side hit against a potential
This is
Nico.
like not Kenny S
With
like a safe angle. That's
this-
crazy.
Yeah, but
He could
gonna
get
take a shot
boosted.
and
We haven't been using that boost enough to peak that.
Ooh,
'cause
spawn split.
that's one of my favorite skins, actually, the Alligator P250. I
8
feel like
seconds.
the green really pops on it. What do you think you've seen? You're a skin
Which one?
connoisseur.
Which one?
The See Ya Later P250.
It's a pretty nice one.
Have
I
you
like
ever
the-
grasped one?
Nah, never. I'll have a pizza 50 soon, I think.
We can fix that.
Ooh,
Kenny.
he's-
Wow, sick frag.
Sick.
Right?
Quick.
Sick frag.
Quick skill.
Somehow they find themselves in a
Don't jinx it.
Decent.
no
situation.
kits.
No kids.
What? What?
Oh,
How did they win this round?
that's...
I was thinking about the P250 skin.
Just occupied your brain.
Yeah, I was like
Just that gator.
imagining it on high shader detail.
It's that gator. Problem is, I
Complexity-
feel like no one
Complexity
plays
had
with the
the red
nice
cloth.
graphics, so the skins never look nice for them. It just looks nice
I
on the
feel like
streams.
I'm one of very few select pros that actually uses high
He
shaders
uses
and
it, but
effects.
I think it helps with mollies,
molly,
right?
yeah.
The smoke of a molly.
I think it helps if it's at a certain distance, like close versus far.
Yeah.
One setting is better if it's close. The other setting is better if it's far.
Ooh. Low aggression
Do you like
here.
to be close or far?
Close is always better.
It's going to be
Like,
Shocks
upper
playing
bar.
close up mid.
Ooh.
Shazam gets a quick trade. That could have been a blunder.
Yeah.
4v4 with a lot of time left on the clock. Complexity has the world.
I feel
as its
like
oyster.
unless that's complexity smoke at the half wall, I feel like G2 should have been applying more pressure at Banana to enable Shocks'
Yeah.
They could have
position to
even
be-
double
They
nated
should have.
T-Pit.
They should have
Yeah.
forced the players
Yeah.
by T-Ram to pay attention to Banana, so that he could have gone for the second.
Yeah. And then because that didn't happen, Shocks gets his 1 kill. He's all alone on an island. He gets traded off. It's like sick. You have a 4-4 on Inferno CT side. Like, great. That's terrible. They're gonna
3v3 now.
Yeah, they put
Not
the,
much better.
the op on B. You have just flashes and you trap yourself in the site. Like, what if, like, it's the 3-on-3, I guess.
Ooh.
Winnable. Very winnable.
Shadow! He's the shadow.
Oh,
this
very
game
winnable.
is not
I don't
nice.
understand why
Why
KDS
do
just
you
go to
stand
triple box
there?
or something. Like, why don't you go somewhere safe where the guy has to literally run in a straight
Oh,
line at you to
man.
kill you? Like, that could have been so much better for G2, but he's just so greedy for that 3rd kill. Like, ugh.
Also,
This
why
makes me
did
It's
sick.
true, though.
It makes me
It's true.
sick.
Like, the shots were admittedly sick, whatever sick means. But it's true. It's like,
Yeah.
play the 3v1. I feel like that's something, you know what team I think is good at is Big. I think Big plays those situations like that pretty well.
I think maybe the 4 players on it. I think Smoothie would play it like Kenny S did.
I think
Yeah.
he's a little eager.
Yeah.
I think. By the way,
100%.
Existence there, like staying right on
Like,
the
getting the
outer
second
edge of
kill,
like
right
what?
here, jump to triple. Why
Yeah.
do you go to the fountain?
Yeah, just hide there.
Like, he could have single-handedly lost that round for his team.
Also, Existence probably could have just stayed a
And
little
then, yeah,
further
he-
back. You
that
know,
was fucking
We
dumb,
could talk
too.
about physics and how well I guess the world works, right? Like real life wouldn't have a shadow there to smoke.
That's true.
So
You know what I thought would be cool? is if you Zeus a smoke, it kills everyone in it. Because if it's like putting a toaster in a bathtub, it like electrocutes the moisture.
Yeah. I mean,
like so what if you like you could like
Don't
check
give
smokes
Valve
by like
ideas,
Zeus.
though.
Don't give ideas.
You do that on ladders.
That's a sick idea.
I would actually
No, 'cause
love
we
like
already-
Because then it would
we went down
make
this-
no it would make smoke diffusers less.
Yeah,
it would nerf
but
them.
we went
People
down
would
this
buy
train of thought.
Zeus.
You do a wall of
remember.
smokes
And just
to an
Zeus the
area
whole
where
map?
you just have a wall of smokes to where the enemies are. You know that one's going to be in the smoke, and you just Zeus like your end of the smoke and it goes right through to the other side.
I like
You
that
kill
French
Oh wait,
strategy.
so hold on.
You
So
Zeus,
this
like,
is
you're
the-
in ladder room with a Zeus. You will do a wall of smokes from ladder room to bomb train on,
And if he's in
and
it-
then you Zeus it, and then it kills him there, and then you
So,
run through the wall.
so just to clarify, this is not a half-baked idea. This is something
No,
that's
we've
been really
talked-
thought
yeah,
out.
we've talked
so
about
actually,
that. We've talked
he's
about
he's
this.
trying to plant this from Valve, so then you guys are just ready to like take the world
I
over.
we
actually
already
have
have
like 10
execute-
Take the world
10
over. We
We
execute
literally
smoke
have
executes.
smokes that land everywhere inside of this site, so we'll Zeus the whole site.
can't
Just clear it.
Then you actually have to start playing retake. Just five
then-
man retake.
And then you have like the fuse, like you have like a like TNT, and then you have this thing, and
That happens. Ugh, yikes.
I feel like complexity's bread and butter is going arch and doing like spawn splits and stuff. A lot of the time, I wonder why they haven't been doing it all that much. That's a good double peek, yeah. I feel like
could
they
get
haven't
back
been doing
into
it
this.
as much this game, and I wonder if there's any specific reason why. Maybe it's just because the early aggression from G2 kind of like threw a wrench in like their game plan.
This is a hard battle to win. This pit player has, they don't know which side he's on.
And you just know that he just wants to peek out.
Oh, that's a one-way for
man.
him. That Molly, because he's closed.
Yeah.
The guy
Play the
Widow
time.
probably doesn't see anything.
Nice!
And they have the op for him.
This could have been like an 11-4 for G2 if they didn't fuck up that one run of
Yep.
4-3.
Yeah. I'll
Could've
keep
been-
harping
could've
on
been
about
so
it too. I don't
lopsided.
care.
This could have been so lopsided. Shock's playing well though. Again.
Oh, we have the first game tomorrow. 8 a.m. shuttle.
Yeah, I'm really
by the
excited
way.
about that. That's neat.
Yeah.
8 a.m.
Can't wait to see who doesn't wake up on time.
It's a little early.
So, are you telling me that you look at people while they're asleep and until they
I
wake
think
up?
that's what he does.
No, I leave
You're
a camera
literally
there.
staring at them?
I leave a camera there, and
Okay.
I
man.
speed through
better.
it in the.
Yeah, that's
after
better.
the fact, I speed through it.
I'm sure there's there's just a secret website he's streaming all this at, at like insane guest pass prices.
What type of executes is Complexity going to do?
Check
good?
out
'Cause they have a bunch of CZs.
They're going to go through that.
They're going to wrap the site because they smoked Moto as well.
It's going to work.
And
I kinda
Kenny
like
S is
That worked.
CZ's
Nice
over
little
Tech 9.
strat. We
Thoughts?
should steal it immediately.
no. I actually didn't like it, so I'm not going to steal it.
It worked.
You're not gonna
It
steal
worked, so it's
it.
good.
Yep. That's the
Get
mean.
it?
If it won the round, it's
good,
better than
yeah.
anything.
If it got you a kill, it's legitimate. Body's working overtime.
7-8 half. I mean, it seemed like I feel like Complexity was going to run away with that one a little more, so you don't feel too bad as
To be
G2.
fair, yeah.
Close it out. T-pistols are pretty easy to win, I feel like.
You lost pistol. You lost the 2 following rounds. You ended up with 7 rounds on CT Inferno. I don't think that's terrible.
Without,
Because I
you
feel
know,
like Inferno
That's
CT
a
side's
fine
actually
half.
pretty hard.
Yeah.
I feel like
you need so much money. That's the problem.
I feel like getting 8 or 9 T side rounds is like really common these days.
It's not a bad CT side half. With that being said, like G2 just
It
haven't
could
looked
have
that
been a
great.
lot better.
So we'll see.
Can't believe you said so many bad things about Kenny S. Look at his ADR, bro.
Actually, Shazam goes for that same peak from boiler window into bridge that Kenny S did. We're gonna see that at least once. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the first gun round either. This is
Look at the ADR from that. It's like 400. Oh, he gets the ace actually. So it's like
why not? I love how it's just like highlight reels of Kenny S getting kills and just completely like negates the fact that he did that dumbass play in that other round that cost his team 3 rounds. Like sick.
This is why I love you. This is why I love you.
Big pistol. Big pistol.
Smoke spawn from...
Someone's already cheating B. They're going to have 3 there by the time they get
using
in.
our strat.
This... Yeah. Well, to be fair, is it actually our strat?
Oh.
Well, I feel like we modified it a lot.
We did think about it on our own.
This is true.
Ooh, Stan hitting some bangers. Those are worth ADR.
0 damage. 0 damage.
A single bullet.
0? Wow.
Yeah, 0.
That does not happen often.
That is an infrequent occurrence.
Pretty nice shot.
Oh, speaking of which, the B stack from compLexity on their CT pistol. Feel like I called that.
Bravo.
I mean, how would it? They're gonna stack either A or B. Like sick.
Oh yeah, we were talking about throwing the mouse across the mouse pad, right?
Happened to be on B.
Do we have a call for that spot against the clay wall right there? I feel like we should.
Melvin.
Do we? Is that
no,
what we
it's
call
not Melvin. Melvin's.
What do we call that? I feel like we should have a call for that.
We should.
Why don't we call it Clay?
We could call it Clay. Clay Aiken.
Thompson.
Clay Thompson recently set a record for most threes in a game, right?
compLexity expecting the whole spot.
Wait, game or a quarter? I thought it was quarter.
Quarter was last season.
Yeah,
in the third quarter.
Full banana control.
How do you?
They know it's coming.
40 points a quarter.
G2's last season, I remember.
This season.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he did like a 40-point quarter.
G2
He beat
can't
that
win this.
record from
Oh
last year.
man, the flashes are so good.
We should start going along the narrative of existence and having really insane flash execs.
Why would you
right
just smoke Moto like that? Like, why can't you
makes
just
no
drop
sense.
a smoke into the middle of the site and just play around
Damn.
it?
That's
That's
kind
kind
They
of
re-exec into sight. That was
like
dope.
you just smoke Moto, your teammate can't help you. It's
Yep.
like, oh, I'm afraid of a guy coming arch. Just smoke the middle of the site and get on a box. Like what? God. That's a sick volley though.
But bro, they're at the major, so they're better than you.
That's true.
So you should shut up.
I mean, they got top 8,
This is
so
true.
they're
Yeah.
the 8th best team in the world, at least.
Yeah.
At the
I don't think
very
got group
least.
stages.
Dude, they're on a higher ranked team than you, so they obviously are all better than you in every aspect of the game.
It's fun to play with facts, isn't it?
It's fun to play with chain logic, bro.
They can show up to a
Full
rank
buy.
as drunk, and I'm not allowed to say anything about it because they got top 8 at a major.
And now we're in the war of attrition of Forced by Hell, where each team's going to be forcing back up into the other. Let's see who's going to break the streak. Could it be G2? Are they going to scrim through the smoke? They do,
funny
and
thing
Smith
is,
comes out on top of Ye.
The chain, like the big difference in the round is going to be like one dude just getting like a 3 kill with a CZ.
The fact that he ran
Insane.
backwards was so key there.
I don't think he did that on purpose.
I don't think he did either, but it was
He
like
was
so,
just hitting
like his,
keys.
oh, that guy just shows where he is.
It's unfortunate.
MP5 just sounds like it's shooting blanks. There's no way those bullets do damage.
It should be like the sawed off where like the bullets actually disappear, the pellets like at a certain distance. Past like 1,000 units, like nothing happens. You're like, what? I just shot right at him. Yeah, GT, you should probably go and chase actually.
Definitely chase the pistols.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice.
You can't be holding that.
Where are you at, Kenny's? Saving, wow. I'm shocked. He's gonna watch the VOD back and he's gonna be like, wow, this Steel's such an asshole.
He's definitely.
And you're going to
tweeting about
alpha
it.
him and be like, and? Just come over the top heavy-handed. You got to own that shit.
Boom.
Ooh.
A lot of nice deagle shots. This blue 3.
Huh?
A lot of nice deagle shots.
Indeed.
Shocks enjoyed. Shazam.
Oh, yeah, I feel like Shox is ripping people on
Yeah.
long A.
It's because he did.
3 towards porch. The meta continues.
coL's actually
feel
not
like-
going to have that much money even next round. For the
I feel
buy.
like G2 favors B a lot. I wouldn't be surprised because compLexity likes to do 3 or 4 B starts just to cycle nades, just to keep the B guys with nades. And I feel like G2 is gonna run into that trap where compLexity is just gonna like nade lock the fuck out.
Yeah, I
of them.
feel like when we scrim them, like, Def will always be like the, I don't think he's the B player. Yeah, he is a B player, but there's always that third guy who's like ready to be fighting from
there's
corner.
Sometimes even 4. Like they do 4 B stars.
This is kind of mean.
Oh,
there we go.
But so I'm wondering either they do like a 3/4 B start, or I feel like Shazam's, if he has op money, he's gonna get an op and go for the window peek onto the bridge. One of those two things are gonna happen next round.
Do you think compLexity is the type of team to make a aggressive play like that with not a good money standing, and they could
especially
let this match get out of hand? Because do you go for a home run here, or do you play like an honest round?
I feel like Shazam might go for that pick.
I think an honest round would be the play, because like they know they have 3 SMGs, right? Because Shox just killed like 2. I think Smith's killed 1 at B with a Mac 10.
Go into porch.
60% of the counter-terrorist side has no head on.
Maybe they get boosted for
there's 2 Mac 10s in play. Get ready for a shred.
He's just going to peek down to like bench and T-pit from here. I guess he's not going for that ult mid pick.
This is a pretty dirty ang, though.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying. But I pre-fire this angle all the time, so.
Every pixel.
You don't ever do anything wrong. So.
I'm like,
read it all. You know all the plays. Remember that?
All the plays.
Oh, we had a teammate tell us one time that they know all the possible plays and that they don't need to ever watch a demo. They just know every permutation of any potential occurrence
so
that could
ever
ever
That's a
happen.
lot of plays.
That's literally what they said, and I was like,
plays.
bro, can I have your
after
brain?
that were they surprised by something that happened?
100% of the time.
No, they were never surprised. It was like,
He's so lucky. He's so unlucky.
He hits that? Oh, no, this is bad. Oh, they didn't. Oh.
Come on, fly out with the Mac 10. You know you want to.
That was looking like the perfect timing.
Flex are going to win this?
Yep. They're going to.
Oh, my God. Oh,
Oh,
there we go.
2v2 after playing. Look how far that guy is in
Bomb's
B.
not planted yet, so it's not really.
Look how far Stan is. No kit, 1 flash.
I feel like
Go
A's
for the
so
plan.
hard to retake.
Come
It's
on.
quite difficult.
This is like when you play in a pug and then the guy's like a C-,
Ooh.
and they like allow time for them to rotate by not playing the bomb fast.
This Paul's guy's getting caught. Okay, here's 1 pit, and then as soon as the bomb starts getting planted, 1 pit and 1 site.
What do you call this box again, Josh?
Steel box. If you sit there on the bomb.
But it's not a good bomb plan for Shoxy
so
necessarily.
long. He took so long to get it inside, and then he didn't plan for Shox.
Yeah.
Shoxy saw him
Yeah.
dropping down there.
Yeah. They heard it for sure. What's he doing?
Why would he go first? He's good.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
Wait, who are we rooting for?
I just thought that there was so many weird things happening.
So we've already taught the fact that James,
Wants
needs
us
to
to
just embrace the negative, right? That's part 1. Part 2 is always being a schedule fan.
Okay.
So
what?
whoever's up,
Whoever's
one
up-
Oh,
map,
you just want it
Yeah.
to 2-0.
yeah,
Okay.
for the fans, of course.
All right. Let's go, G2. Let's go, Kenny S. Hit some shots, dude.
Look at their money. How can they
Two Mac
look at how
10s.
much money the T's have? This is over.
Don't jinx it, James. Come on. We talked about this.
I thought I was supposed to be a schedule fan.
You're a fair weather
Giving
fan.
me mixed messages.
You have to be
It's
able to
just been
adapt.
farming at B with this Mac.
Get the op into the halls against the
That's
pistols.
actually insane.
Yep.
Why not? I'm just going to do flashes for them.
We've already done a few halls pops. They don't think we'd do it again every round. How much do you think that comes into effect?
Yo, get the bomb. I
they
hold
don't
this.
think we'll do this.
So let's
kinda
do it
thing.
again.
I honestly feels like watching G2 is like I'm not even sure if they go through. It's just like, well, it's against an
worked.
eco. Let's just walk out of
Yeah.
halls at 1:30.
They play spin the bottle and spawn with strats like on a
Like a
wheel.
strat
They have
roulette.
like a
Halls
roulette
pop.
wheel.
They're like
Yeah.
cheering for it. Yay!
Kenny S's personal roulette wheel only has 2 options, like repeak or repeak.
Well, then they have like Smith's like those past anti-ecos, like he was just running into B with this Mac, like just
Yeah.
farming everyone. So they let him go up car, maybe just see what he can get, and then do a house pop, maybe to surprise them.
I love how
Often-
Shazam just so ready for that mid push at like 5 seconds into the round. Like, I got to be scoped here and ready.
Yeah.
Now they're scared
I
of
mean,
a
you
house
could
pop.
always at
Now
least
they're
listen a
all
little
aware of a
closer.
hall. Like,
Ooh.
Oh no!
Did he make
Come on,
noise?
repeak it. Repeak it. Now walk push it.
The crowd.
I actually think walk pushing wouldn't be too bad there, depending if he had help from like a flash or something. They have a guy have a lot of info here. Does he have his own? He has a molly still.
I feel like compLexity should know that.
So Def's decisions from here on out is going to give compLexity the round or not.
Yeah.
It looks like Stan's rotating back in time, but he doesn't have a
right?
flash.
Def has a molly to at least slow down G2. And
that's
G2's
really
using mollies and flashes on a retake here? That's kind of wild. I haven't really seen that all that often. Feels like it's like pretty telegraphed, and you have so much less utility to actually get
time
into the
to
round.
pivot again. No, they don't have to.
I mean, you have time, but you're losing.
But you know there's an
losing
op
out
at the other side as well.
Wow, compLexity's staying home today.
I'm surprised he hasn't used that molly.
Oh, I feel so
this could be
anxious right now for compLexity. Just seeing this.
Molly's gonna win this round.
They're gonna run through it and screw him. They're gonna get a 2 for 2 at best.
That molly's gonna be
2 for 2 at best.
Oh, that's why you don't decide.
Oh, that's bomb though.
I don't think he's.
Does he know?
No, he has no idea.
Oh my God.
Pretty good timing for the smoke spam.
No, don't
Oh
plant
God,
there.
Def's just gonna rip him. Oh God.
He canceled it.
Didn't even plant.
He actually would have gotten the plant if he held it. Just committed fully.
I don't know why you let go at that point.
You're too far gone, right? Like
you can't get the kill anymore.
Yeah,
it's
ride the wave at that
completely
point.
not logical and a terrible decision, right?
I'm so proud of you, James.
Glad
Feels
we're aligned.
fun. I feel like I'm
glad
smiling
we're
more.
aligned.
I wonder what they're typing. I hear it.
I feel like this must
I
be
think
G2's
.pause
8th
was the first thing they
timeout.
typed.
Do you remember when you thought I was clapping and I was
Oh man,
You were like this.
guy's
You were like,
looking.
Do you think I'm like on this?
You were like this.
I thought you were
like
clapping
this.
too. I was like,
You
dude,
were
this
like
guy's
clapping with like a T and like.
I was going like this, like
No,
any sports.
you were like this.
Like every
you were like this.
Yeah,
you were cupping your
he was-
hands like
he was-
this. And I didn't know if you're saying timeout
that
or
was
you're
hilarious.
clapping because we
Dude,
won
I
that
almost
round.
clapped with you.
Because you
I
called for
almost clapped
timeout
with
after
you.
you
I think
won
you're
a round.
microdosing and saying things.
No, you were doing this 1,000%. That's why I looked at you. I'm like,
He's like,
I went to search champion. I'm like, no, he's saying like he's clapping. Like we just won the round. I'm like,
Have
okay.
you seen my baseball?
Still lots of money for G2. They have a couple of chances to break coL's bank.
Could be a lot.
You got to
worse.
be able to close this game out of
With
your
this money.
existence with this money.
Yeah.
If you don't do this, that's a big red mark on your record.
Dude, what is going on? This is why Shazam was ready for it last round.
3B. Wait, look at how much utility they have on CT side already. They just fought. They just threw everything at B.
They threw everything at B, and there was no one at B.
I just feel like I heard 8 flashes in the last 30 seconds. Look at that.
and they just dropped an arch smoke. Yeah.
Oh, yikes. Oh, man.
It's gonna be a hard one.
XD.
Big
Industries.
Did he? Yeah, he spammed him through the smoke thing. No, he was.
How do you not clear this in 2018?
Both teams weren't clearing it.
Yikes! Dude, he scrammed me through the arch smoke, man.
He pushes that.
Dude, what is G2 doing?
Floundering.
Chalk's heard a guy.
Do you know what I do like about the G2 is when they put it in caps, it kind of looks like a heart. Like the top is like kind of coming down. The 2. It's
Nice
about
shots.
the only thing positive.
He's doing a huge fake here at middle with all the nade pin pulls. Makes it sound like he's doing a full execute of the bombs.
By himself.
You know, I've seen Simple do that before.
God. Are we just going down the list, just taking cheap shots at everyone that can't defend themselves on air live?
No, but I mean, Simple does it when his teammates are alive, and he'll do it like either towards top banana or top middle, where he starts doing the pin pull nades.
Oh.
So it might bait out like a reaction, or like maybe the players like fall back, or maybe they so you'll hear them running back, or maybe they like drop a smoke or a molly because they hear the pin pulls like, oh,
or start
if they
playing
smoke
flash
over, I'm
dodge
gonna
too
or something like that. Yeah. So he does that, and then not necessarily goes with it. Maybe he just walks away. Maybe they execute 10 seconds later. He just does it. I think it's pretty cool. I feel like there are not many players that actually do that, and I think that it adds a lot of value to a team that people don't see through stats. And having said that, his stats are like one of the best, or if not the best. But I think that's a pretty important thing that he does for the team.
You know what? Yeah, I like this molly. I like this mid take.
The fallen molly?
You know how Kenny doesn't like it when we name stuff after
I don't like it when we name it after people either.
Is that because it diminishes your ego relative to theirs?
No, I just... it's just like... You know, like, if we're a team and we're saying, like, oh, they're running the liquid, like, we know, like, what the liquid strat is, like, their bread and butter type of strat. But, like, if I'm playing, like, an FPL or a PUG or something, I say, oh, they're running the liquid, like, people aren't going to know what the fuck a liquid is. So it's the same thing with, like, a position name.
I'm saying, like, you call that area next...
But, like, you say, oh, you can do that pick on train, though, right?
But
it's
everyone's,
like, well,
almost everyone calls, like, the thing next to blue train on... Olaf.
Yeah.
Right? Does that bother you? I don't think
it doesn't. No, that doesn't bother me. But, like, what I'm saying is, like, you say, oh, he's doing the fallen pick on train. It's like, does it mean he's flashing up lower ramp and running up with the op? Or does it mean that he's sitting at the sandwich angle looking to T middle?
I've seen the same spot being called 2 different players.
Yeah, so it's like that. So it's like Olaf's type of thing got, like, immortalized because it was, like, the Fnatic era and stuff like that. Yeah. And they were winning all the time.
Remember when he
was
dropped
like
a 30 bomb with only a Tech 9 on this map in the major? He had like 30 kills with a Tech 9 on T side.
Dude, this is really disappointing. G2's T side is just
that was probably
atrocious.
When Fnatic used to be sick with Tech 9s and CZs. Those guns were broken at the time.
Tech 9 before? Oh, my.
Tech 9 in particular, they had so many round ones with Tech 9s.
A Tech 9 train?
I think Kenneth Swen could have been called the connoisseur of the Tech 9 as well.
He was actually nuts with that.
Kenny likes his Tech 9.
Cuesta?
Coaster?
Swineth.
Alright, let's see if G2 can do something good here. So they basically had...
I wonder if they can hit a spawn smoke.
G2 has done nothing impressive on either T side.
And we're
talking...
It's
supposed to be like the tactical team.
You know what the funny thing is, too, is we were also blasting compLexity for using all their nades early, and they're still not able to win against a CT side doing that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That flash went behind the wall. Didn't get him.
Repeak.
Go for it.
This looks pretty good.
I love it when people do this spam. It's not spammable.
For the
window?
You can't go through that angle toward...
Oh, yeah, no, with the
angle...
You
can do it towards Emo, and you can do it towards Coffin, but you can't do it towards the Coffin plant.
You have to go pretty much in a straight line.
Yeah, you can't do it towards the Coffin plant, but people always go for it. It's like, why? Have you not, like, gone onto a server and seen where the bullet goes?
Oh, Kenny S does not care.
I think you're giving them a lot of credit here if you think they've actually done that.
Oh, he could win this. Oh, man.
It's more like they saw it on Reddit.
Pretty good
so
take.
they're like,
I like that flash for the backhaul guy, even though it didn't
used
get
to
him.
be a thing in the old Inferno, right? Like,
good idea.
Yeah, it was like old.
It could have worked.
Old.
Is what you're saying.
Could have.
So you're saying there's a chance.
What is that from? I like that. Timeout. Round 26.
Can you show us the money, please, on the preview screen?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, so that's
Kenny S has already bought nades. That's always cool.
That's going to be a save for compLexity.
Oh.
I love it when my teammates snap by. As an in-game leader, like, you haven't called a strat yet, and someone's already full purchase. You're like, okay, like,
especially when you hear this,
change the entire fucking like idea that I just had in my head because we can't run it because
counter timeout.
Oh, really?
Next level.
First CT timeout.
I wonder if anyone's yelling at each other.
Existence used to yell a lot, in Source at least.
Not so much at his team. It's more like, well, it's more like just yelling in general kind of thing, like in a in an area.
I remember he would be like constantly wiping his screen from spit. Like he was just spitting constantly, he would just constantly wipe off the screen with his arm, like in the middle of a round.
French people raging is the funniest thing.
You got to give him the message across, though, right?
Android's got himself an alligator.
Oh yeah, he's had a lot in their first matchup as well.
I actually don't hate this force bite from compLexity as much as you'd think, just because G2s look so weak on G side.
Yeah. And G2's going to do one of two things, Hulls Pop or Banana Execution.
I mean, G2 have won 6 rounds.
That is their tactical, well, yeah, 3 from
the
pistol.
depth from Existence is strategical mastermind,
There's 2 pages in the book.
Maybe it's not his fault. Maybe he's calling the right thing, but it's not connected.
Actually, yes.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe,
right? Because you probably looked like an
it.
idiot on T-Pistol Train today.
Like,
oh, my God.
But
go out. You're sitting on ramp. Oh.
Dude.
Oh, no.
They're going to execute B?
Who's at B? Is this Stan? I bet, you know what I bet Stan's? Yeah, he's, who is that? Def, okay. It's hard to read the number on
it's not easy to see.
Getting old.
That's a pedestrian smoke. Really slovenly. Like this guy could easily be at this angle.
And the whole
He's gonna get jacked by Ye.
Yeah, I love this
no way
angle
he
by
checks
Ye.
that.
Body's low, so he can't trade.
Good smoke. I like that smoke. A little deeper. It actually makes it you
It
like
bakes him
that
into
smoke
it.
too? I don't know why you're laughing.
It felt like you were taking the piss.
I want you to be
a little
angry.
bit. It felt like you were taking the piss a little bit as well.
Oh, he heard them now.
20 seconds, Molly lane. That's gonna be hard to win.
Oh, the
shotgun?
ump right
Wait.
here is.
Okay, no, that's an
rough.
M4, not a shotgun.
This is not an easy guy to kill right here with an ump. Yep.
10 seconds.
This is
10
looking
seconds.
yikes.
This
Yikes.
is the hardest angle with the UMP, actually.
Halls pop.
Tactical mastermind.
Go lane. That was the go lane.
Fake B, Halls pop.
They definitely call Halls pop there.
This is the most
They gotta
negative
go
cast
back
I've
to
ever
low
been
lane.
on, and it's
That
beautiful.
could have actually worked if Shux didn't just run up mid by himself when no one else was ready to go out. Because that's why was it Ye who dropped the Molly? Yeah, that's why he did it.
Yeah.
And he still
But he
had
hit
time. He still
sick
had
flicks,
time to
bro.
lock
Sound
up.
cues.
But he hit sick one taps, bro.
Smith's not gonna guess. Right?
Huh?
I thought you said shot.
Shux.
Oh, Shux.
Shux was the one
Sorry.
who ran
Oh,
up mid.
sorry. Way to prove that you're listening. That's good.
Dude, G2's T sides have so.
Yo, this is gonna bait out all the nades.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
All right, next one up. You start running into holes. They're gonna use another molly.
Bro, I'm going to throw the sickest fake.
Yo, let me just do the rattlesnake strat. Everyone start switching to burst and semi-auto.
Haven't G2 been a team for quite a while now?
Who?
G2.
Longer than we
How
have.
long?
Really?
I mean, dude, they have two
Oh, yeah, with Matt,
tactics on the T side of Inferno.
That's insane.
Two tactics.
We've been a team.
I've played
June with
pugs that
four
had
of us have been a
3
team
times
since
June.
more
Yeah.
executes.
Like, people are throwing Fnatic smokes
Yeah.
top mid, like, hopping through it, scrimming arch smokes. I don't even think I've seen a domino smoke once.
They don't know. Oh, that's interesting. I don't
You know
think
what,
people
actually-
call it domino smoke.
Actually,
Yeah, we have
That's-
you know the smoke that's like in front of the library
cut off
door,
moto pretty
like
much.
so you can't see arch from library.
It's to
We
enable,
call it
like,
domino
spawn
because there's like a
splits.
gutter on the ground that looks like a domino kind of.
You know what G2's problem is? I just arrived at it 30 seconds ago. Is that their team is
Epiphany
too
or something?
old. They have no youngsters. They have no like
Isn't
super
Body young?
motivated.
No energy.
They have no like super motivated 18-year-old who's just
Body?
like getting everybody else playing pugs.
See, I don't understand. Like, I don't.
Yeah, they don't have a
I don't
Smooya?
see it that way because I'm, almost 29, and I
Still
feel like
fagging
I'm doing like
All the
I'm
heavy
still
lifting?
really focused and doing a lot of work.
Well,
so
you
I
had
don't-
your 3 years off, remember, from earlier.
So what am I, like
True.
26?
26?
Like,
In the amount of years that you've been beaten down and don't want to do it anymore, you're 26.
I'm just so glad I don't have to play Overwatch or something, that I'm just like putting all my effort and energy into this.
This rotate from B is pretty. Oh, yeah. Oh, he doesn't trade.
That's lucky for G2.
Oh man.
See, this is why you have Smiths on the team, because if it's Kenny S, he would just be flying out, looking for it's like, I got the B guy, and he's just running up, knife out, dies.
Guys, I'm taking B. I'm taking. Just one banana.
Fuck.
He's locked. Call it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Android wins this round.
He's really good at staying alive pit. Like, that's his angle right there.
He wins this round for coL. Just watch.
Danosaw, he doesn't shoot the first guy. Over here, disappear.
Ooh, what a route with the guy with the
Look at
bomb.
him go. Look at him go. I hyped him up. Now he gets me. Let's go. What a guy.
All right, Pulse Pop, B exec, or mid rush from G2 here.
Maybe a B rush would spawn
Fast
from
alt
spawn
mid.
smoke.
Ooh, the Vega rush.
Yeah,
The Vega
fast
B
alt
rush.
mid.
Halls
mid.
pop. Halls pop.
Mollies.
We should
Oh,
have
that's
done an
not a
under
Halls pop.
over on the
They're
amount
getting
of.
That's not a
Molly's
Halls
are
They're
pop.
B.
gonna take banana control and do an exec, I think.
If they do
Yeah.
Halls pop with all those nades, yeah, it's
They're going to take banana control and do a B exact.
I heard you guys' under-over on Wardell's kills. I thought that was so funny the way you guys reacted to his final 5-7 kill.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
we were pumped.
It was so funny to
We
hear
were
that.
pumped.
So what if we had like a under-over on the amount of times G2 ran Halls Pop in one half of T-side? 5 times? 5?
That like if you were a company setting odds for
Halls Pop after
they're doing Halls Pop.
There's no way.
Dude, if
they're
they
setting
Halls
up
Pop,
for
I'm
it.
done.
They have a guy graveyard, and I think they're set up for that.
I'm
They're set
sleep.
up for
Dude,
that.
if they're Halls popping,
Oh,
I'm walking out
Where's
and
he going?
leaving.
Where's he going? Where's he going? Come
Don't
back.
let him win this round.
back, yeah.
Positive reinforcement.
Not the Hall spot.
God.
They're going orange.
Oh, this.
But it's going to be a Halls lane rip.
It's gonna be a Hall's arch.
Oh, no.
Didn't see that.
Android's gonna get both of these kills.
There it is. What's his teammate doing? What's his teammate doing? Oh, they're gonna win.
Look at the rotate.
They're winning.
2v2.
I mean, guys, the Halls Pop is working, so I think we should go back to that one.
I will die if it goes overtime.
We're gonna see 4 more Halls.
Oh no, dude.
Every round in overtime's a Halls Pop. Oh, God.
Existence takes a time. It's like, guys, tactics book,
What
page
works for us?
347.
That's the first question. What worked for us, Hall spot?
It's just that the font's so big it goes on to just like else's the whole book.
Just do it until they stop us.
Halls pop.
They drop the op so you can get an AK for the Halls Pop.
Told you, Hall spot. I'm telling you. Let's do it again.
No, complexity's going to do like a 3-Hall setup here. They're going to do like one
One
And
with a
Halls with it
Negev. No,
off.
he's gonna have a Negev at graveyard just holding it the whole round.
They're going to have one end of Halls looking Halls. They're going to have one closer, like inserted on the left, holding for the guy to jump across.
I liked what they had that first, like the guy graveyard and the guy pit, but then they just like.
Ooh, those HEs were timely. That Molly is timely. They should be running through this.
Oh, Smith is back.
You
to
need
the
to be
back
running
10.
through
That's
that.
okay. They're going to do their B exact.
Back to
They're gonna stagger out. They're gonna let this guy get coffins.
Then
They have
it's back to Halls
nightmares.
Pop.
Boost me, I have an M4.
Oh, they mollied this?
No,
No,
he
missed.
blocked it, I think.
Oh no!
Bro, this guy's running so.
E.
He's gonna get owned.
Oh, what is going on? What do you think the comms
How did that just occur? How did that just occur?
This is such a confusing round.
What do you think the comms are?
No,
It's like
G2
all
wins
Dude,
this
they're
round. They take it
low.
overtime.
They're low.
They can't be this bad that it doesn't, like, they don't win this round. Like,
Nah, they're gonna win.
it's
this.
CTs don't have a
they're
flash.
boosting. Cover my boost.
No.
Oh, yeah! We're going to overtime! No!
OT, baby.
Oh,
The
Halls
schedule.
pop.
The schedule. Halls Pop or B exec.
Oh, man. More Halls Pop all day long.
Told you guys.
We should
Hall
make
spot,
a.
man.
Shazam does the pick to the
Stan
bridge,
is like,
though.
stop, dude. I told you guys they would Hall spot.
You know how there's like
He's like-
mixes of music called like something pop. We should do like
Sure.
a song remix for next time at CS Summit and have G2 do like G2.
Are you just
like
inviting
Halls
yourself
Pop.
back or something?
No. Dude, they did it like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
Like that was.
Pathetic.
If we're not talking about that, like that was the most notable thing that happened.
But I mean, look how many rounds they won on the T side. It has to work, right?
Yeah. I mean,
You can't argue with the numbers.
yeah.
Oh, that right there. It's like, oh,
Do they have? They got 7 CT side, right?
Yeah, so 8. No, well, yeah, 8 T
Seven,
rounds now.
yeah.
7 CT with no pistol.
So T side they started 3 up, so they won 5 rounds after a 3-0 start. Probably all Halls pops. There's 1 round in B.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last round in B with the
Yeah.
B exec after
Yeah.
getting the early kills on the nades.
I mean,
If-
you
if-
did post the question, like, how quickly does that, are they going to do it again question pops into your head? Complexity has to be asking that at this point.
No way. They do one Hall spot.
You know what's gonna
Isn't
be
it
funny
just
is
the
we're
flash
gonna
they've
end
been
up playing G2 if we
Yeah, I
beat Optic, and they're gonna beat us on a Hall spot.
dude.
We're gonna lose to a Hall.
Every
Yeah, I'm
round.
playing
Every
anti-flash.
round. Every
I'm
round.
blind.
Every round.
I thought you said you were.
You're gonna go into the game thinking, you know what? They're gonna do better. They're not gonna just guys Halls pop, 3 out Halls,
Oh god.
There's no
so-
Hall spot.
3 out Halls.
We just signed. Whoa, what is
Call
this?
it. I am sealing this if it goes for port.
Yeah, it is.
For the hay cart. That is pretty
That's
good.
neat.
That's actually really good.
Why
It's
do you
actually
think,
really
what?
good.
Why did
I'm gonna
thi-
take
why
a
did this never
screenshot
come out
of this moment in
before?
life
Yeah.
to remember to look at this round.
Do you
Round
do a
number
selfie
31.
with your phone behind you looking at the score?
Yeah.
OT round 1, G2 versus compLexity, CS Summit.
That's what I do
lower
if I'm
bracket
laying
round
in
1.
bed and I'm not on my computer and I can't like take notes as easy. I just take a screenshot of the round and then I look at
Thanks
it.
for motioning what buttons you press with the screenshot.
It's fine. They don't see you.
I guess I'm an asshole.
You're fine.
Well, I didn't think you knew how to do things because usually when I see you try and do anything that requires like motor skills, like,
True, yeah. Why is G2 straying from their game plan?
Halls pop were working.
They
dude.
should have just stuck with the hulls pop. Look what
Yeah,
happened.
they were
go
actually 3
middle
in
and they get
halls. They were
butchered.
3 in halls. They all died like boilers. So.
Nice.
Huge round by Yay. I need one of those shirts with his face on it. Are those on sale?
I don't know, buddy.
Let's assume and just say you can go to bts.gg/store and you can see what's available there. In terms
That's
of
why you're paid to
merchandise.
be on this cast.
There you go. Got that in there.
wait, was that Stunna?
No, I didn't go with like where in which whilst for.
No, because if it was Stunna, he'd be
Oh,
like,
his-
let me taste this black monster.
Trace's control of diction is much to be remarked on.
Nice, Smiths. What could go wrong? Oh my god.
It's unbelievable.
2018, dying to Molly's banana.
Halls pop.
Didn't get it out the door. Didn't take enough a wide enough angle.
I was just waiting for teammates. You can't do a pulse pop like a real pulse pop without
There's
3
no
players
way
there.
they think we go through this smoke. Bro, flash me out. Let's all pop
Oh,
this
they're
bitch.
oh, they're doing it.
Dude, there's no way they
They're
read
doing
this,
it.
bro.
It's happening. It's happening, dude.
It's quiet at mid. I think it's B. I think it's B. No, I'm banana. I'm
Look
watching
at this
I'm
guy,
watching
Art.
the half
They're gonna
ball.
hulls. They're
It's
gonna
a
hulls
hull
Look at
pop.
this guy, Arch. He has
Yeah.
no info on
4v3 halls pop. This is it.
They're actually doing this. This is so disgusting.
They're popping hulls in a 3v4.
So ready, dude.
Oh man, this is yikes. They win.
Oh.
That is gross.
One
Stuck
last
with
time.
the
One
plan.
last time. I
He's
swear.
got
Stuck with the plan.
It's got a counter.
I actually feel kind of bad because like I was trying to like joke about like being negative earlier, but this is.
You're gonna watch the bottom be so mad.
You can only go with what's given to you.
Yeah, I love that when somebody clutches around and like somebody tries to like make the clutch not seem as good because somebody on the opposing team screwed up really bad to allow the clutch, as if like, oh, your clutch like it's not as
Wasn't
cool
that
because
cool,
like the guy screwed
The
up.
Vega Squadron B rush.
Oh, they gave up. Yep.
Hold on. Why is taking banana fast giving up if doing holes pop 8 times a half is fine?
They double Molly banana every round. I'm like, let's just run up banana.
You think they're taking that into account? They're running holes pop 8 times a half.
Exactly.
Hey, they won 7 T rounds. No, 6.
8.
No, 8.
8, but 3 of them from
T-
pistol.
Okay, 5 of them, yeah. Ooh, they learned how to use smoke grenades to extinguish Molotovs.
I feel like something bad's gonna happen to us for this cast,
Like
dude.
We're gonna get
16-1 Inferno.
Yeah, we're just gonna like.
literally
No,
Hall
it's fine. We're
spot
safe
after
because we
Hall
have to play
spot.
Optic first. So either Optic ends our misery and we don't have to suffer this embarrassing
And
loss
there's
to
no
G2 or
way our
compLexity
karma
where-
can be as bad as configs, so luck will be on our side.
True.
Roasted. Does he get the ADR for that?
I don't.
That's a very
No,
important
I've asked
For what?
once. Answer is no.
For
What about if it's end of round but not halftime of something?
You don't. Oh, then you do.
So if it's the end of the round but it's not the end of the half,
on
where like you're
HLTV.org
frozen still.
or on the
Well, I mean,
tabs.
hold on.
show
So
scores.
end of the half is the only time where you're frozen.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's only
And
end of
end of
half
the
that
game.
it doesn't count.
And end of the half, you don't get it.
Okay.
Just end of the half or end of the game. Then it doesn't count.
Nice. I'm gonna molly under my feet next time we win a half.
That's what I did at the cash game.
better,
We
you
won,
better
we
make
just
sure
using
the
a log
half's
myself
over, else
quad.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
not even kidding.
It's nice being able to like throw a Molotov
switch.
and then like win a 2v1 because the guy's just like standing in your firing dies, and you're like, oh, okay, well.
You hit him with. How many people did we hit with the mollies?
Didn't we end the game against King1 on a molly kill on cash?
It's literally what I was just talking about.
Sorry, I zoned out there for a little bit.
Nice. All right, which angle do you think NES is going to repeak?
G2's going to somehow find a way to do an inverse Halls pop on CT side right now.
Somehow.
We did see them push aggressively with 3 players in apps at one point on CT side, so don't count it out.
With all 3 with ops.
The dream.
How many mollies have been thrown in banana? 3 by the Ts, 3 by the CTs. Interesting.
compLexity's time to do the Halls pop.
It worked against us.
This is like
Let's
starting
just
to get
do what
boring.
they did to
I'm not
us.
gonna lie, it's just like, oh god. Oh, they're doing a porch hit. It's probably gonna get blinded by the second flash. The first flash is gonna be like the dodge one.
Imagine there was an opera there though instead. That was like the most granny jiggle I've ever seen. Oh, they're 4v5 lane hit.
This is nice. That smoke default though, like, is a double-edged sword. It kind of gives the CTs like a lot of time. Like, it can get you into trouble. Like, look, this guy's already quick lane at CT. This is gonna be. Oh no, she's on site. Existence.
That was so disappointing to us G2.
Existence should have been Halls because he's more used to shooting from that angle. So if he were to
oh god,
man,
I'm done.
What a guy!
I gotta watch my back.
What a guy!
This guy needs to just pick that wedgie out. Is that bad to say on stream?
I think it's fine.
Dude, relax. It's not that funny. Anyways.
Well, I mean, yeah. Here we are. We're going to a third. Third map
George
was...
Carlin, you might have noticed I'm not much for transitional content right now.
What was the third map? Anyone remember?
Cash.
All right. Just very quickly to wrap up this, who do you think? Well, actually, we're going to save that for when we come back.
Okay.
But quick wrap up. What do you think about the performance of compLexity?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's all right, I guess.
James, what do you think was the most redeeming thing about G2's T side?
Pistol round.
Let me
I
think
actually
about it.
no. Let me actually. I want to actually say it. I actually liked that way that they cleared mid of the double mollies.
Okay.
That molly from bench was cool.
Yeah.
I was expecting a meme answer. Didn't get it. In any case, we're going to go to a break, and we'll be right back with map 3.
Nice.